Hello Aquarius, welcome to Timsy Naked Tarot, or welcome back to Timsy Naked Tarot if you are a regular viewer. If you are new here, don't worry, Timsy is not naked. The tarot reads are naked, by which I mean I strip out as much astrology as I can. Basically, anything the tarot cards might show up, I will probably not mention any association to star signs or astrology to those particular cards, because we get the person who we are doing the read with or about out of this playing deck. And if you just noticed it, if it was just on camera, it came flying out, which is a 4 of diamonds. Okay, so we're kicking off the Who is Thinking What About You. It's from the full moon in Cancer, all signs overview I done. You had the Page of Pentacles in that particular read. Yeah, so someone's thinking about you. It's a 4 of diamonds, which is a slightly younger earth sign, maybe a year or two younger than you. Okay, it's linked with the Page of Pentacles, which is, I don't know, they're possibly doing some minor spying on you, checking out your social medias, etc., etc. If you're not big on social medias, maybe they're looking back at old photos they have of you or reading back old messages. The other thing this could be is they're thinking about coming in with some sort of small apology. Okay, they're offering you some sort of like peace deal of some description, or at least thinking about it. Okay, so we got the 2 of Wands. Okay, and there's the choice of it all, and the 10 of Pentacles. So that Page of Pentacles, they're offering you the first. I'm actually going to say it's the first pentacle you need to start your perfect life, so to speak. Maybe this could be a person you asked to marry you, and they sort of, I don't know, they didn't reject you, but they didn't give you the answer straight away, or something like that. And now they've thought about it for a little while, or they're thinking about it, and they're thinking about, well, yeah, okay, I'll give you that first keystone in the foundation, if you want, or something like that. Obviously, that 2 of Wands is just literally the choice. They're thinking about what to do. Okay, so it is a general read. It may or may not resonate with you. If it does resonate with you, that is fantastic. If it doesn't resonate with you, don't worry too much. Not every read can resonate with you. So if it doesn't resonate with you, go and check out the All Signs Overview. See if anything else resonates with you. Forget about the star signs. They are just categories after all. And just go with anything what makes you feel something. And obviously, you know what it is if it makes you feel something. Okay, I've thrown the cards out. This is going to be what they are thinking. This is going to be the most likely actions they're going to take from this thinking of theirs. This is sort of like the overall outcome for you, potentially. I say potentially because things can change because we have free will. Here is the overall energy of the read from the bottom of the deck. It's justice. Okay, so it's kind of like putting things right. Okay, I mean, if you did ask someone to marry you and they clammed up and disappeared for a few days, yeah, sort of like slightly ghosted you, that sort of thing. Well, when they come back and they give you their answer, they had to think about it for whatever reason. That's probably a little bit of a red flag straight away. But anyway, well, it's your justice, isn't it? Okay, it's kind of like that energy. Okay, so yeah, there we go. The Magician. What are they thinking? They're thinking, well, they got everything. Everything is there. Everything is set for a start. And then they're also thinking this could be magical. Okay. I do feel there is a connection between you and this person already. It's not like this is someone thinking about you because you work at wherever and they see you when they come into that establishment for whatever. Okay, because obviously we all work in various different places. So, again, you may have saw the card come flying out. We got the Hanged Man. Okay, so they're thinking everything is set, everything is ready, everything is there. This could be magical. But it might not be how I first thought about it. I had to take a step back here. I had to assess the situation. I had to look at things from a different angle. I had to calculate is the gains I'm going to get from this worth the sacrifice I'm going to take? Okay, and again, I did say there's a little bit red flaggish if for instance, you propose to them and they've taken a step back and they haven't given you the answer straight away. This is also a little bit red flaggish as well. This is someone who's not going to give everything, okay, unless they're getting something back. Although it is an earth sign, it is kind of their MO, I suppose. They are sort of kind of like in a practical footstead and grounded down to that place, and it is a case of give and take. I'm not going to give something unless I'm going to get something back. Okay, we've got the 9 of Cups. We have got the Magician again. Okay, and we got the 8 of Cups. So the 9 of Cups is like the minor arcana of the star, if you will. It's emotional fulfillment. It could be that, okay, it could be they're thinking maybe perhaps the wrapping is wrong. Okay, what I mean by that is maybe you just don't look like the person they always dreamt to be with. Maybe you don't, I don't know, have your hair the way they always thought. Maybe it's the wrong colour. Maybe you don't dress up, then you're not as well presented as they always thought their perfect person would be with. But with that Hanged Man, they've looked a little bit deeper than the surface of you, and they thought, well, perhaps everything else about them is right. Maybe they are the thing I've manifested. Oh, I've turned you to a thing, an object. Isn't that fantastic? I'm actually starting to pull on this earth energy quite a lot. You're an object to them. You're not actually a person. Okay, another red flag. There's a lot of red flags coming out with this. And as I say that, I'm drawn to the red flag, literally behind the Magician there. Again, this is saying that everything is there. Everything is ready for them. Okay, maybe the last few things have clicked into place while they've taken that little while to think about the choice they have to make. And they're thinking about moving. Okay, now, obviously, I've already pointed out 3, maybe 4 red flags in this read for this earth sign. It could just be them. It could just be the way they are. Maybe that's what you like about them. Maybe they're not red flags to you. Maybe they're not necessarily green flags, but there's just like, well, they are that sort of practical person that sort of puts me in a good stead with them, because I don't expect to be given everything from this person. I expect to give something back to them. It's kind of like an even give and take from you and them. But this 8 of Cups could be the fact that they're going to move away. They're thinking, I'm good. After all, we had that 2 of Wands in the cup. We got a choice to be made. And so for a small number of you, they're going to actually move away from this connection. They're going to move away from you. They're going to move towards something they do want. They do see as their 9 of Cups or their 10 of Cups. Okay, and maybe you're just not it. Sorry. But for the bulk of you, it is actually they're going to move away from what's not working for them, the way life currently is, and they're going to move towards something which is better. We saw a 10 of Pentacles in that cut as well. The life they've always dreamt of. Maybe it's not quite with the perfect looking person they wanted, but everything else about you, well, you tick 9 out of 10 boxes. Okay, or maybe 8 out of 10 boxes. That's a good turnaround, isn't it, really? So they're thinking about moving towards you. But whatever it is they're thinking about is going to take time. It's going to take a whole lot of precious time. And it's going to take money. A whole lot of spending money to get it right. So they're planning on moving towards you. They're thinking about coming towards you. They're thinking about putting things into place. They're thinking about planning their way through this. This is why it's going to be slow for them. It could be why they actually taken a little while to not just blurt out the answer straight away. And when I say proposal, it doesn't necessarily have to be a marriage proposal. This could be asking them out. Okay, maybe your friends or your acquaintances, and you're taking it on to the next step of asking them out on a date or something like that. It could be a business proposal. Or remember, when tarot readers use a word, you have to look at that word from every aspect of that word. Okay, it's the word that pops into our heads which explains it best, but it is kind of like all words are kind of like general, aren't they? It's like love, for example. Now, you can have love for a family member, you can have love for a friend, you can have love for a pet. It doesn't necessarily mean, yeah, you're jumping into bed with any of them, okay? Because you can have romantic love as well. So this is, again, this proposal could be anything. Fit it into your life. It's just the energies. The energies is, I feel from you gave them a proposal, okay? Okay, let's have a look at the actions they are most likely going to take. I'm just going to clear my throat before we go into this bit. Okay, I'm back. Here we go. So, 5 of Cups. Actions they're likely to take. Okay, so this is possibly, they're thinking about moving away from the losses of this. Okay, for some of you, where they're moving away from you, okay, the minority of you, this is because they don't see a gain. Okay, the actions are they're going to move away from the 3 spilt cups, the loss, the time already invested in this, and it's not working out, and you've just now asked them to commit to something more solid, one way or another, and they are thinking, nah, I've already lost 3 out of 5 cups, I'm not going any further with this. But for others of you, they're weighing up what they've lost, maybe in the past, maybe what they might lose in the future, but it is being outweighed by the 2 of Cups, the 2 cups still standing. Now, I've lost those cups, I've now just got empty vessels, but I've still got 2 vessels full of stuff, okay? So let's have a look at some clarifiers for this. We've got the Ace of Pentacles and the Sun. We've got the Empress, nice. Oh, 2 cards coming out for this. And we've got the 2 of Cups and the Chariot. Okay, so yes, there is they're going to be acting upon the losses. Now, this is either basically moving away before they lose any more, or they're acting now before they lose any more, if that makes sense. Okay. The Ace of Pentacles is suggesting that, as I said, it's the bulk of you they're acting upon moving to stem any more losses from this situation. They're planning on starting something, okay? Their actions they're going to take is the Ace of Pentacles. Now, the Ace of Pentacles, again, is like a proposal, okay? Or is like starting dating someone or something like that. It starts off small. Think about when you date someone. The overall plan of dating is I date them, or I meet them, I date them, we get together, we move in together, we learn if we can live with each other, we get married. We have children, we build a home, a family, a life together. Yeah, notice how these things are all getting bigger and bigger, and then eventually we grow old and die together. Okay, we take the rest of our life journey hand in hand. Okay, there will be some rows here and there always are, or disagreements. But this is the starting bit. This is, yes, I can see this going further forward. It's starting slow. We know it's starting slow. We had that Knight of Pentacles crossing them in how they're thinking. They're thinking this isn't going to be rushed. We're going to have to plan this. We're going to have to prep this. We're going to have to see where things could go wrong and then make countermeasures for those particular things. They're acting from a point of happiness, joy, whatever this is. It makes them feel good. Okay, whatever this is, the answer is yes. So they're going to act. It's one of the rare times I get the Sun, and it is actually just yes. Okay, so it's yes, let's do this, let's start this. And again, remember, this could be a marriage, this could just be dating, this could be a business proposition they have. Okay, they're going to be acting from the feminine side of them. Okay, so they got this, the Empress is out. They're going to be fruitful, they're going to be bountiful, they're going to be fertile, they're going to appear to bring in luck to the situation, especially backed up with that Sun. But all what that basically means is maybe even on a subconscious or intuitive level, they're just basically going with the current of where the universe is guiding them. So they're in the right place at the right time to get the right thing. To the outside world, that makes them appear extremely lucky, especially when this happens more than once. Yeah, once is a coincidence. Two times, well, it's still coincidental, but it's now starting to look really 3, 4, 5 times. Well, this is where you have to start factoring this particular thing in. Okay, and that's what this is. They will always start to appear to be in the right place at the right time. Okay, so maybe they went their separate way. They said, well, I need time to think about this. Yeah, and you've been moody because of it. Well, I understand that. You just made this proposal, this business proposal, this marriage proposal, this dating proposal, whatever this proposal may be for you, and they went, oh, give me some time to think about this. Yeah, and you're a little bit grumpy, but then you have a really good day at work. Okay, and you come out of work feeling really good and happy, and then you bump into an old school friend and they say, oh, should we go for a drink and a catch up? So you go for a drink and a catch up with your old school friend, and you reminisce about all those past happy times. You have a good laugh. Yeah, you have a little bit, you indulge yourself in a few alcoholic drinks or whatever it may be. You're feeling good, you're feeling positive, and then all of a sudden, because of their Empress energy, they walk into the pub and they see you. It's like they knew you were going to be there, and they knew you were going to be in a good mood. So despite the fact that you might be angry with them because they said, let me think about this for a minute, yeah, you're quite receptive to them. Okay, so they come in and they will say, yeah, let's do this. They might not even sound overly confident about it. They might throw it off as a nonchalant type way, like I just did there. Yeah, let's do this. Okay, but it is a coming together. They're wanting to come together with you. And then the Chariot, they want to move forward. They want to charge on with this. Although they're going to charge on slowly, okay, in fact, they're probably going to be your anchor and they're going to hold you back. Now, let's face it, you're an Aquarius, which means you're sort of kind of flighty, dreamy, floaty around, air sign. They are an earth sign. They are anchored down to the ground and they anchor everything else down with them, okay? But there is an extremely strong forward drive to all this. It's like as soon as they come in and they say yes, and let's couple up with this Two of Cups, that's it. Everything just starts rolling at that point. The Ace of Pentacles is a little bit like a snowball on the top of a hill. You make a snowball, you start rolling it down the hill. Yeah, it gets bigger. It's picking up more snow as it goes. It sticks to it, and then gradually it starts rolling down the hill by its own momentum because it's got its own weight. And then it gets bigger and bigger, and it gets to the bottom of the hill, and then it's rolling along the flat because it's got that much weight behind it, and it's still rolling. And like the Chariot at the end of all this, not much gets in its way, and when it does, it just smacks into it. Okay, so that's what that is. Let's see what's driving their decision here. Oh, nice, the Four of Swords. Well, they see this as kind of healing for them. Yeah, perhaps they've gone through a bad situation before. Perhaps someone's proposed something very similar to them before and they went with it headlong. Because let's face it, sometimes earth signs can do that. After all, there is the saying, a bull in a china shop. They go charging in and they don't really think about what they're doing and they smash everything up. And that may be what they've done in the past. But they can see that this is going to heal them. It's going to prove to them that this isn't the norm. That was the exception, that past one. And this is the healing side of things. So the fact that, or perhaps the other way to look at that Four of Swords is the fact that they have healed from a past hurt. Okay, and that's why they're deciding to say yes. Okay, so we got the Tower in reverse. Now this Tower in reverse has come out a hell of a lot over the last month or so. Okay, and when I say month or so, I mean like from now backwards. Obviously, I'm doing my most up-to-date read. But it came out a hell of a lot in the yearly forecasts I done. Okay, don't know if you haven't. You probably wouldn't have been notified if you're a subscriber. You wouldn't have been notified about the yearly forecasts because, well, I done that deliberately. So they just got found. Okay, so, but the Tower is a life-changing event. Yeah, which can be avoided if you want. Now, there you go. One did flip. I did see one flip, or felt one flip. Yeah, can be avoided. Now, this is advice to you. Okay, so this tower is kind of saying this could be a bad tower, which you can now avoid and go round. Okay, but it requires an even give and take. But we already knew that from up here, how they're thinking. I said this up there. Maybe they're the sort of person who, and I call them red flags, because to me they are red flags. Okay, because what can I say? I'm a Cancerian. I wear my heart on my sleeve. It's all emotional. If I dropped down to my knee and proposed to someone and they said, give me a few days to think about this, I'd be devastated. Okay, but for you, maybe not. Okay, but yeah, so maybe to avoid this tower, it needs even give and take. It needs the 10 of Cups, it needs the Page of Wands, and it needs the 9 of Pentacles. Okay, so the 10 of Cups is the 9 of Cups is emotional fulfillment. This is the everything fulfillment. Okay, and not quite as good as the 10 of Pentacles. Is the perfect relationship. That's just being emotionally fulfilled. That's being happy in the situation. This is being happy in the relationship being everything you've always wanted. But you got to give to it just as much as they give to it. Okay, and that's kind of what they're expecting from their earth sign point of view. And you kind of, I'm assuming, know this person, so you know that you're going to need to give just as much as they give to this. Okay, now the Page of Wands, well, that's our forward movement card, our start card after this 10. Now the 10s always indicate a new start somewhere. Okay, 9s are like the gateway to the end. The 10 is the end. The 10 is going through the gateway and starting something new. The 9 is like looking at it. Okay, or finding it perhaps. Yeah, you finally got to the wherever and you see the door, but you haven't gone through the door. Okay, the 10 is going through the door, seeing what's on the other side of the door. Okay, so that 10 of Pentacles is moving on with the relationship, moving on into something great. Okay, and there's the Page of Wands, which is the movement through the door, so to speak. It's kind of like the minor arcana of the Fool. It's the opportunity. Okay, the Page of Wands sees the opportunity, seizes the day, and goes with it. Doesn't look back, doesn't think about where it's going, doesn't worry. It's living in the moment. So it's kind of say, live in the moment about this. Don't overthink it. Okay, imagine the scenario. You're in this good, happy mood. They've just walked in. Yeah, obviously it brings your good, happy mood down a little bit because it reminds you of the fact that they said, hey, yeah, give me a few days. Okay, but it sees the moment. It's underneath that bit, all that. It's underneath that. It's like, seize the moment. Just go with that gut feeling, that gut reaction of whatever you want to at that moment. Yeah, and this could be where the tower breaks and falls, or it could be where you manage to go round it. Okay, the 9 of Pentacles at the end is saying there's an energy of freedom and independence. It's saying be free, don't be trapped into anything here. Okay, and at the end of the day, it's a general read. Maybe they're the ones who proposed to you. Maybe you backed off. Okay, I don't feel it's that way. I feel the dynamics are the other way, but it can be. Maybe you've backed off, and maybe you're not ready to settle down, and you're going for your independence at the end. Now, the 9 of Pentacles, although it is independence, it's the card of retirement, so to speak. After the 8 of Pentacles, you've worked hard all your life and you've earned enough money so you don't have to work anymore. You retire. It can also be the windfall. Okay, now let's just imagine you started your pension pot really early when you first started work, when you were like 14, 15, 16, whenever you started working. And maybe, yeah, originally you didn't actually put it in a pension, but you always put that little bit of money, that £20 a week on one side, or £10 a week, or however much it was, on one side, and you put it in a savings account, and you kind of just forgot about it there. And then as you did start your own personal pension pot, if you started a personal pension pot, you took it out of there and you put it in there, and then you kind of forgot about it again. You just it's just money what goes out of your bank. You write it off even before you've got it. It's gone in there, and you get to that point where you finally draw on your pension. You get to the point where I can now start using my pension. and you look into it and you see it's a lot more than you ever dreamt it would be. Okay, because it just sat there and it kept growing and growing and growing for you. You kept putting in, it kept making interest. You had a really, really good team holding on to your particular account, and they made some brilliant moves in the stock markets, and it's got massive. Okay, so it's like the windfall. It's like the jackpot, so to speak. Yeah, so grasp this jackpot, grasp this windfall opportunity. So let's see what's crossing this. We got the King of Wands crossing this, okay? Now, yes, quite often the King of Wands is portrayed as a bit of a selfish person. And there is a little bit there. Do what feels right for you. That's what I said about here. Go with your gut feeling. It is a little bit selfish. But it is also someone who takes the risk. He's the entrepreneur out of all the kings, okay? He will see the opportunity, like this page underneath him, and he will go, yeah, let's give it a go. Let's see if it works. I'll put my money there. Now, King of Wands energies in the real world, they're people like Alan Sugar, Donald Trump, Elon Musk. Yeah, they're the people who take the risk, jump in with both feet and go, let's do it. I'm in. I can see potential here. It might be hard work. It might take a lot more than they ever thought, but they commit to it. So there is this loyalty to this King of Wands as well. Okay, and that's what's sort of kind of driving this is loyalty to the risk of actually you're taking. It's like an investment. It's like it's something that's going to mature, get bigger, like your pension pot there. Yeah, and it's like, yeah, let's do this. Let's take this risk. Let's go for it. I'm committed to this risk and this opportunity and this proposal, as well as you. Okay, so that is your read. Hopefully it resonates with you. If it does, that is fantastic. If it doesn't, don't worry too much. As I said, maybe you're working from a different aspect of your birth chart. Maybe your person's working from a different aspect of their birth chart. Okay, so go and check out the All Signs overview. See if anything else resonates with you. If you like this, please feel free, give it a thumbs up. Let me know that you liked it. It also lets the YouTube algorithm know that you enjoyed this video, you liked this video, or at least you gave it a thumbs up and maybe watched it all the way through if you're at this point of the video. And then you can go on, then it will go on and promote me to other people. Yeah. Now, if you didn't like this video, you can give it a thumbs down. That's okay. Let me know in the comments why, though, please, because it's the only way I can ever improve, with constructive criticism. If people don't constructively criticize, then no one ever improves, do they? Because everyone thinks, well, that's okay, I'm doing fine, everything's good. It's one of the things which is so totally wrong with society in this day and age, because when people try to do constructive criticism, the other person goes, oh, they're picking on me. Anyway, moving off of my thoughts about society in this day and age. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do so, because that way you'll be adding your tarot team. No, you'll be adding your energies to the tarot team pot, which will make future reads resonate with you on a more personal level. Okay, all that being said, there is probably a video about here. You can click on that. That is going to be the universe's choice. Basically, thinks you need something in that particular video, go and watch it. Underneath here, there will be another video that will be from the new moon in Cancer read I done about 6 months ago. Okay, so you can compare the two if you want. Okay, until the next time you are watching one of my videos, you all be good out there.